friends, this is me, Miss Lizzie, and I'm coming to you today because we are going to be making some beautiful flowers. What you will need is your supplies that your moms got for you, mommies, your daddies, they got for you. We are going to be using the construction paper. I know, boys and girls, today we're going to be making these flowers. And boys and girls, what I wanted to talk to you about while we make these flowers is that people come in all shapes and colors. Just like flowers, people do too. And I don't know if you can see in these flowers right here, see how each flower has their own color. This one's red, this one's white, this one's purple, this one, well, they all have their own colors. But then you turn it around, boys and girls, and look, they're mixed up. Now, does that make it different? No, right? Because they're still beautiful flowers. And that's what I want you to think about as we're doing this activity. So for this activity, you're going to be needing your construction paper that came in your supplies. You're going to be using green. I'm just going to do a couple flowers. So I'm just going to use 3 colors. But you can use as many colors as you want. As you can see, there's many colors. And your packet has many colors too. So feel free to pick whatever color you want. So I'm gonna use purple, I'm gonna use yellow, and I'm gonna use red. And I don't know if you guys can see, they're ripped up because guess what, boys and girls, that's what we are going to do. We're going to rip and we're going to cut. And you're going to need green. And last but not least, you're gonna need your scissors. Now, I'm just going to go, I know you're going to say, Miss Lizzie, I already know, but I'm just going to go over it one more time to make sure we know how to do this. So for the scissors, you're going to need these 3 fingers. Or you can use this hand too. But I'm going to use this hand. Your thumb, your forefinger, your pointer, and your middle finger. You're going to put them in here like this. Open, close. Open, close. And I don't know if you remember what I've told you in our last lesson, that it's like an alligator. Remember when I told you that? Same thing here. Exactly the same thing. Pretend this is an alligator. You're going to open its mouth and you're going to put the paper inside. Okay? But we're not going to do that now. We're going to first get started. So first thing first, you're going to need your blue paper. So make sure you take out your blue paper. Oh, boys and girls, I forgot to say too, you're going to need glue. I'm going to use this glue because this is my favorite glue. The glue that came in your supply packet is this one. You can use this one or you can use this one. I'm going to use this one. This one works better for me. If you need some, let me know. I have some extras and I can take it to you, or you could come and pick it up. Let me know how that works for you. But here is this one. This is the one I'm going to use. Okay, so going back. You're going to need your blue. Oh, let's see if I can find it. Voila, blue. All right, and let's get started. All right, so first thing first, what I am going to do is at this particular activity, as you can see the flowers, it's ripped paper. Remember how I told you? So what you're going to be doing is that you're going to get your piece of paper. You can leave this to the side because we're not really going to need it right now. I'm going to start with my red. Now, what we're going to be doing is, I don't know if you remember last time when I was talking to you about your fingers, the strength that they have. This is the thumb. Boys and girls, this finger, the thumb, us using our thumb is the one thing that sets us apart from all the other animals. And that's basically where our strength comes up, from the thumb and from the pointer finger. What you're going to be doing is that you're going to rip like this. See? And you're going to get a little piece of paper like this. Now keep in mind, this is how little you want to do it. Now, see, what if you do it this big? It's not going to work, right, boys and girls? Because see, it's way too big. So if you're using this, just make sure you just rip it a little bit. Let me see if we can see. There we go. You can see that. There we go. And rip. Rip. Rip, rip. And I don't know if you see what I'm doing. I'm keeping all the pieces together. I'm keeping all the reds right there. And I'm going to keep ripping. See, like this piece is way too big, and I'm gonna keep ripping. And again, I'm using my finger. See, I'm holding it with, I'm also using my middle finger too, because boys and girls, these are your strong fingers. Your thumb, your pointer finger, your middle finger. The ring finger and your pinky, they're not that strong. So you're gonna be using these 3 fingers. So, see? There's the red. Now I'm gonna do some purple. Because I love purple, boys and girls. And again, going back to people being different colors, boys and girls, it doesn't matter what color you are, right? Because we all come in all shapes and colors. See, it's just like flowers. Just like flowers. Oh, see, for me, boys and girls, my favorite flowers are purple flowers. Purple flowers are my favorite. Okay, there we go. Purple. And last but not least, yellow. Same thing, just ripping it. And see, little. You want them little, because if they're this big, it's not going to work. Okay, it's not gonna work. Okay. That was fast. See, easy peasy lemon squeeze. Next, we're going to be doing our stem, because just see how the flowers, they have their stem. That's what we're going to be doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this to the side. I'm going to move my little pieces of paper. Now, see how it got mixed up right there? Now, it's okay, because just like us, everybody's different, everybody's mixed. These flowers, look, they're beginning to mix. And guess what, boys and girls? That's okay with me. So we're going to cut now our stem. You can do 2 ways. You can have your mommies or daddies make a line for you, like this. See how I got my ruler? Make a line. And then my scissors, just like I told you, the alligator, put it in there, and you're gonna cut. All right? Or you can do it without a line. I'm not gonna do a line. I'm just gonna cut. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And boys and girls, I'm just gonna do 3 flowers. See how I have 1, 2, 3? I'm gonna do 3 flowers. You could do more. See, I did more here. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flowers. You can do as many flowers as you want. But I'm gonna do 3 just for right now. Okay. Notice, boys and girls, I'm holding onto the paper. Holding onto the paper. There we go. Put that to the side. Put this to the side too. Oopsies. All right, here we go. So now, boys and girls, I don't know if you guys can, oh yeah, you can see. This stem is way too big. See how it doesn't fit in our little paper? What I'm going to do is that I'm going to make it smaller. How am I going to make it smaller, you may ask? Just like that. See, I just cut it. I just cut it. And guess what, boys and girls? It doesn't matter what size you make it. Doesn't matter. Because they're all the same, right? They're still flowers. Doesn't matter how big. See, I'm going to make this one super small. Because I want a little flower. I want a medium flower. I want a large flower. And I want a small flower. Here we go. And let's put them in order, right? Large, medium, small. Again, different sizes, but guess what? Still the same thing. I'm going to get my glue. And I don't know if you remember what I've told you. Tap, tap, not a lot. Okay? Here we go. Tap, 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 tap. Not a lot. Because if it gets really goopy and globby, it just doesn't come out right. I mean, it's however you want, because it's artistic freedom. You can do it however you want. But I personally don't like glue on my hands. And I know that there's a lot of friends that also don't like glue on their hands. So, but it's up to you. It's up to you. But I suggest you don't put too much glue. Tap, tap, not a lot. There we go. 3 little stems. Large, medium, small. and still the same. Now we're going to do the fun part. We're going to make the flowers. What I suggest is making it in circles. And what I mean by this is you're going to get your glue. Circle, 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 circle. See how I'm doing it? But notice, boys and girls, I didn't glob it. I didn't glob it. As you can see, I'm barely squeezing it. Barely squeezing it. Notice I was putting the little petals. And remember how I told you about mixing the flowers? I kind of want to do that to this flower. So I'm going to put a little bit of yellow in there. Because I like yellow. I like yellow. And more red. Oh, look at that, boys and girls. See that? Doesn't that look pretty? And still the same thing. It's a flower. Now let's do the purple one. Same thing. Circle, 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 circle. And again, same thing. I'm going to do purple this time. But I am going to cover it. Not all the way, of course. I'm going to put a little bit of yellow in there. A little bit of yellow to mix it up. Look how pretty that looks. Same thing. They're all mixed up. Doesn't make a difference, right? And the last one, I'm going to do it. Uh-oh. Another thing too I wanted to tell you, boys and girls, I didn't talk about this last time, so I want to make sure I talk about it this time. When you're using this particular kind of glue, you want to make sure that you always close it. See, I just twist it and it closes. To open it, same thing. You twist it and you open it. If you don't do that, boys and girls, the glue is going to dry out and then you won't have a glue. So it's very important that you close it and you open it, okay? It's very important, or else it'll dry. And I'm telling you this from experience because I have forgotten myself and I regretted it, but it does happen. All right, here we go. I am putting my yellow, and this time I'm going to mix it with, what color should I mix it with? What do you guys think? I don't think I'm going to go with the red. Oh, I got one. I got a perfect idea. I am going to mix the red. Guess what? I am going to put some purple in there too. Look at that. This flower has 3 colors. And is it still a flower? It is still a flower. It has different colors. Just like these flowers down here. These are also flowers too. And I'm even going to go as far as saying that that ones that are mixed up with different colors, they actually look more brighter. But it all depends. They're still flowers, right? Same thing, right? Just like people, boys and girls, we come in all shapes and colors. I don't know if you guys remember when we were doing this. See how every single person has their own color? Remember how we were drawing out ourselves? Same thing, just like people. Flowers too. They come in all shapes and colors. And that's the reason why, boys and girls, it's important that we don't judge somebody by what color they are, or how big they are, or how little they are. Because guess what, boys and girls? We're all the same. Just like you are little, you're still a person, right? Just because I'm big, I'm still a person, right? It doesn't give me the right to be mean to you, right? Same thing, you are not going to be mean to me. We need to love and respect each other, no matter the size, no matter the color, no matter what you look on the outside, because it doesn't matter. We're always going to be the same. It doesn't matter what we look on the outside, right? Because we're still humans. We're still the same. Even though we look different from the outside, we are still the same. Well, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed these little flowers that we made. Let me know if you like it. If we like it, we can make some more. I know I enjoyed it a lot. So you let me know what you think, okay? Until we meet again, boys and girls, this is Miss Lizzie telling you, remember to stay safe and wash your hands. Goodbye, boys and girls, until we meet again.